During a recent online leadership networking event and panel that I attended, one of the panelists asked a question about a project versus product mindset. After responding, I thought further about my experience and decided to recap certain things here and go deeper on some areas. Hi, my name is Yaz and you're watching The Leadership Journey, where I discuss management and leadership topics and books, mostly around software engineering and product development. It would help my efforts greatly if you could hit the subscribe and bell button. Thank you. Over the years, I've worked for companies on both camps. Companies with a project mindset or culture and companies with a product mindset. Some of that cultural difference comes definitely from the nature of the work. For instance, I worked at a consultancy company and we took on bespoke projects, partnering with or on behalf of our clients. Although we ended up developing our own product at some stage, most of the work was project-based and the structure of the engineering org and the structure of the entire company reflected that. When you think about project versus product, the obvious difference is the life cycle. Projects, sometimes we call them initiatives, especially when they are internal projects, have a finite lifetime. Most of them start with a deadline. Most of them have already a budget or a cost associated with them. If the project manager is fortunate, he or she has the ability to form a team according to the scope and the demands of the project. I would guess most of the time, even that is limited. Now, the product landscape is far from being perfect or ideal. Take a peek at my summary of Marty Kagan's book, Inspired, for a good way to tackle product lifecycle. Even though most companies are far from raising the bar that high, the main difference between the project and product approach is one of execution versus discovery. When you start projects, you usually have two important things: a deadline by which you need to finish it, and hopefully a good idea on what you want to accomplish. Most of the time we call them project requirements. There could be a negotiation stage where you need to adjust the requirements and or the deadline. But when the project starts, your focus is on the execution according to your budget. Products, however, are conceived and designed with certain assumptions and hypotheses. Good product teams tackle the unknown, hazy future by validating or rejecting those hypotheses as soon as possible by interviewing the users and customers, for instance. As the product development progresses, teams run multiple validation cycles like these. If the market reacts to the product favorably, the team discovers what's the next thing to do. If the market's reaction is not what the team predicted, then they need to discover what else the market can be interested in. Once again, they choose a hypothesis, run another discover phase, and so on. Even when you gather feedback from your users during a project lifetime, and you should, that discovery is very limited compared to the discovery done by the product teams. So when I think about project versus product, this mindset floats to the top for me. This naturally affects the difference between good project managers versus good product managers. It also affects the company culture. Thank you for watching. I hope to see you in another video soon. Take care.